Chattanooga interfaith group are in Charlottesville as we speak. Mercy Junction Justice and Peace Center sent 5 people who witnessed violence at that same rally. Alana LaFleur shows us what they felt as they watched it all unfold. Alana.
Alyssa, Mercy Junction co-director Beth Foster says a religious group in Charlottesville called on clergy from across the country to join them. Their purpose to send the message that there's no room for hate.
Saturday started out with the 4 a.m. prayer service and hope for Beth Foster, but it was all interrupted.
It was really ugly throughout the day, and it had violence all around it from the beginning.
We video chatted with Foster at a cafe in Charlottesville, where violent protests at a rally held by different right-wing white nationalist groups erupted. She took pictures to show the hostile environment.
Hundreds and hundreds of people with weapons and shields and shouting hateful things.
After police say a man drove into a crowd of counter-protesters, killing a person, Foster says she tried to clear the streets so ambulances could get through.
The militia members were standing in the street and trying to blame those who were hurt for what had happened. And at that point, I said, no, this was not the cause of people blocking the streets. This was caused by white supremacy.
Foster says she and the other members of Mercy Junction are in Charlottesville to send the message that people need to vacate that ideology.
The first step we have to start fixing things is to acknowledge that this is a country built on white supremacy, and to start addressing it everywhere that it exists in ourselves and in our systems and in our history.
Foster says she went to a prayer vigil earlier this evening after all the violence erupted, and yesterday she went to a nonviolence direct action training session with other clergy members. Alyssa.
Alana, thank you. A Chattanooga associate pastor says she too was at the rally, and in the middle of all the chaos, we spoke to associate pastor Anna Galladay. Anna serves at St. Elmo United Methodist Church in Chattanooga. She told us tonight about she and other 40 clergy members linked arms, standing face to face with the protesters for about 2 hours.
We knew when we left this morning, left the church where we had worshiped, that there were 3 things that could happen to us today. The most minor being arrest, the second being injury, and the third being death. And death was a very real possibility.
Galladay says she plans to preach on the subject tomorrow on the pulpit.